Resilient givers are resilient because they know what they've received. Resilient givers are resilient because they know what they have received. In fact, in their hearts, they say, how can I not give because of what I've been given? The gospel is our motivation for giving. Now, what does that look like? Well, Paul offers a closing charge to the Corinthians here. Verse 10, he says, here's my advice to you. It would be good for you to finish what you started a year ago. So apparently they started giving and then they stopped. Last year, you were the first who wanted to give. That's great. And you were the first to begin doing it. Now you should finish what you started. Let the eagerness you showed in the beginning be matched now by your giving. Very famously now, give in proportion to what you have. Whatever you give is acceptable if you give it eagerly, and give according to what you have, not what you don't have. So he's offering a test here, but he's also giving some unsolicited advice. Finish what you started. Now, apparently, as I mentioned, some time has lapsed since they last gave. Paul's reminding them, hey, we still need the money, right? There still is a need, and you should be eager to give, and give in proportion to what you have. Now, that word proportion is a key word when it comes to New Testament giving. I'd encourage you to circle it, underline it, highlight it. Just make it clear. What is proportionate giving? Well, this word takes the Old Testament principle of the tithe to another level. In the Old Testament, the people of God were called to tithe or give a tenth of their income to compensate the Levites working in the tabernacle and the temple. And then the Levites took a tenth of their income to support the priests. Now, what's interesting is that this command is not repeated in the New Testament. Paul argues in 1 Corinthians 9 that Christian workers deserve their wages, but that specific temple tithe language isn't there. Instead, we see this language of proportionate giving. In other words, we should give in relation with our earnings. So for example, if you make $10,000 a year, you wouldn't be expected to give $100,000. Taken together with his previous point, Paul is calling believers to give proportionate to their income, yes, but also give more generously than they think they're capable. Excelling in giving, motivated by gospel generosity in Jesus Christ. Now, he concludes with a caution. Look at verse 13. He says, of course, I don't mean your giving should make life easy for others and hard for yourselves. I mean there should be some equality. Like right now, you have plenty and can help those who are in need. Later, they might have plenty and can share with you when you need it. In this way, things are equal. So he clarifies here. He says, Corinthians, I'm calling you to give what you can. Now, he's not asking the Corinthians to put themselves in debt for the sake of giving. He's not calling them to bring hardship upon themselves, but he is challenging them to push towards sacrificial giving. And many times, we can sacrificially give more than we think. Are you giving sacrificially? So let me give a challenge for this section. Easter is a month away, just almost exactly a month away. Over the next month, just try it. Over the next month, I would challenge you to pull out that chart and assess your giving opportunity gap. What is the gap between your needs and your wants? Assess it and see how much money you might be able to free up. Just start with the next month to give to the kingdom. Give to Feeding Hands. Give to City Relief. You could give here at MB. You could give a lot of different places. And as you do that, ask yourself, am I giving proportionately and sacrificially to God's kingdom work? Now, the truth is, God doesn't need your money, but he wants to use your money. God wants resilient givers who have a heart for his kingdom.